everyone. Thank you for joining us. My name is Pejman Nozad from the interview studio here in California. My special guest today is Yuri Djorkaeef, the Chief Executive Officer of FIFA Foundation. As a player, actually, Yuri has a glorious background. He won the 1998 World Cup with France, and with 82 caps and 28 goals. He's one of the best players Europe and France has ever seen. And actually, I played football and grew up with it. Everywhere you go, Yuri has such an amazing name. Not the style of his play, but his personality. And it's actually very obvious why FIFA has chosen Yuri Djorkaeef to be the Chief Executive Officer of FIFA Foundation, which is really important. We're going to talk about it. Yuri, so good to see you. Welcome.
Pejman.
Well, I think since last time you and I we met in Paris, the world has changed with coronavirus. Yes. So tell me, where are you? How are you doing with coronavirus?
Welcome to my kitchen. I'm in Lyon, spending time close to my family, to my parents. They're getting older, and I wanted to be not living to my parents' house, but very close. You never know if something happening. You want to be here and to give a hand. And my kids, I'm joining my kids next week. They are in south of France, and I'm going to spend time with my kids too.
How old are they?
20. My kids, 26.
Oh, wow, you married young, man.
Yeah, I'm married younger. I'm 26, 20, 23, and 20.
Okay. Wow, amazing.
I still have my daughter studying in US.
So what is a daily routine now as a Chief Executive Officer of FIFA Foundation with so much responsibility? Tell us, for the audience, that how do you take your days? What is the routine?
It's a busy day, really. Okay, I'm not getting out of my places, but we're working very hard with the team, because our business is not it's a projection business. Since I'm signed my contract in September, and since September 1st, we're working on the strategy and the vision of the foundation, because even if the foundation was created in 2018, it was just few programs, and the wish of the FIFA and the President Gianni Infantino is really to make the foundation active, really strong foundation, strong fundamental. And I'm working on the strategy. We finish the strategy. We finish the vision for the next 10 years. I'm building on the same time. I'm building my team. I'm building my programs, and every day, since starting at around 10 until 6 p.m., 7 p.m., we're really busy with my team, and we're working on different projects.
What is the vision of FIFA Foundation, if you want to summarize it?
It's to become the number one sport foundation in the world. Is to become global. We carry a strong name, two strong name, I would say. The first one is FIFA. FIFA, when you talk about FIFA, it's football. FIFA, and we are football, and FIFA is everywhere. We are 211 member association, more than UN. We really want it and create it as an agency, as UN, as Croix-Rouge, Médecins Sans Frontières. We want to become the number one agency in the world. Not to be number one, but to be everywhere, to covering the continent, and to make sure that we can help, because this is the number one things to do with the foundation. We can listening people and helping the people. And then when I'm starting my answer, I said that we have two strong names. First is the FIFA, and second is foundation. And this World Foundation is really important, and we needed to use it as is something that you have to go through the name to the people. It's not people come to you, you know. It's you to go to the people, and what we're trying to do with the FIFA Foundation.
You know, I saw recently you had a trip to Rwanda. So, and I know this is part of the goals and the programs you have. And I saw the video that people, players are playing with you. You were playing. It was just amazing that how much football can do in society and really create excitement, bringing people together. Can you talk about this trip and what was the goal and achievement you made?
It's before the crisis. In 3 months, I did 29 country. I was traveling in 29 country, and I met 29 head of state, minister, member association, president of federation. I met a lot of people. It's not just to meet the people and to shake hands and to make a nice picture. It's to understand they need it. And what is really important with the foundation is you can go very, very deep in the way to work. There's two ways. Are you going and say, okay, we want to cover the world, and we're going to starting some program, and we can easily work end to end with some partner, or is what I'm preferring, what I'm doing with the foundation is to traveling and to meet the people. When you meet the people, you really understand it, what they needed, and especially in Rwanda or all the country, but the last country I was, it was the week before I was in Myanmar, and after I went to Rwanda, and you can see first the power of football, and people really care and understand the power of football, and especially politics. You know, I was with the president of the Rwanda head of state, and he was really care about what people can bring to his community, to his people, and this is important. If this is something that we cannot miss. It's a chance today that football becomes so powerful, sometimes too much, but the power of football is so strong, so powerful that we must use it in a good hand, of course, but we must use it.
Great. I appreciate it. I think this is an important thing that it needs to be done, and I think football can bring nations together, and football can really affect. And I really appreciate what you're doing. Visiting so many countries is not easy, especially having the family. I want to switch to the corona and the effect of the football now, especially with the FIFA calendar. And I know we are delaying things. Can you share your thoughts at what's going to happen? What do fans should expect? Do we go to stadiums? Are pushing your Euro next year? So tell us what you know about FIFA strategy post coronavirus.
The first strategy is the safety of the public. You know, we will not restarting or thinking of doing something if we cannot make sure that all people are not going to the stadium, or if people are going to the stadium, it's a safe place. And I think the health and the health of the people are more important than the game. After, it will depend on country and continent. We will end it in Europe, maybe in July, August. We will be close to restart the league, when maybe in Africa or in America, in South America, they will be hit more by the COVID-19. What is important is to make sure that everybody and will have the same potential, same way to restart or to continue to play. It's very important to be united in this crisis. It's not Europe in one part and Africa, Oceania, Asia, or America in the other side. We want to make sure that all the confederation, federation are united and work together. It's really important, not just about the quality of the football, because delayed the season from 3 months, 4 months, we have time. It's not a problem. It's just a problem of resources and wish. But in a time, they will not change nothing. 3 months delayed it, we can restart it like Euro next year, Olympic game next year. This is just something that we should take in consideration.
I'm glad to hear it. You know, this is the last topic for the football as a whole in the world. So I couldn't resist not asking this question. What are your thoughts on VAR and an implementation? So I know in English Premier League, they don't like it, but in
Yes.
Italy, Spain, they love it. So what is your personal view?
Personal
as a
view,
former world champion.
It's, you know what? It's always, because I never really suffered from this, but I always like it when it was mistake, it was
You
controversy.
Like it?
Yes, because it's part of the game. If you're a player, it's part of the game. It's football is not an exacted science. It's where sometimes mistakes is part of the game. I know that is really crucial. What I'm saying is hard, because sometimes if you have this not this chance to get it on your side, but is you facing this problem, sometimes it's very difficult, especially when it's countries playing against countries, a national level. At the World Cup, if there's one mistake, you can miss a World Cup, you can miss a qualification, you can lose a game. VAR change. What is good is in VAR is there's no this whole controversy environment around the referee. The referee now is in a position where he can easily and professionally work in a different way that was before. Before, a lot of pressure on referee. Now, maybe less.
Right. Well, thank you.
But as a player, I was preferring when there was no VAR.
I want to talk about your trip to Iran. You made a visit over there. How was your trip? How did you like the country?
Fantastic. The good thing is, I was spending time in Armenia, and Iran in Armenia, because my background is from Armenia.
Sure.
Yes, and I took the flight from Yerevan to Tehran. Yeah, it's 1 hour and a half. It's very close, And I wanted at the beginning to go by car, but they said no, it's too far, it's too complicated. But I wanted to have this first Iran experience, because Iran for me always be first. I have a lot of Iranian friends, when I was living in New York, and in Paris too. You have a lot of Iranian people living in Paris and in New York, in the US, and I was sharing this mentality, traditional, how you are with your family, respect of the older, this is something that is very important too. And I was really excited to go to Iran, but the purpose of the trip, it was fantastic. For the first time, it was a unique chance and to show that we can do something, and I said together, and it was the opening of the stadium, national stadium, for a national game to the women. It was the first time after 39 years old or 40 years old to let the woman go to the stadium for a game, and it was Pejman, it was unbelievable. It was, and as I was very proud to do it as my first experience of a CEO of the foundation, to go to Iran, and I will remember all my life.
That's amazing. So, and I know when you went over there, it was a lot of social media buzz, especially women and so on. And I appreciated that you made that trip. What is the FIFA stance currently? I know you want to ensure women go to stadium. Well, question I have is: this only national games, or every game, domestic games?
It will, it will be all games, all
Okay.
games. Yeah, we started. It's at one point you need to start somewhere. Okay, and I know that there were some complaints, but yeah, only 5,000 women can go to the stadium. But it was just the beginning. You know, you need to start from somewhere. It's not just 5,000. It's 5,000. You know, after it will be 10,000 maybe, and after it will be free. Women can buy a ticket. It was not allowed just a number. You know, and what was important in this uh, in this uh, in this trip is not just to show that we are powerful, that we are the FIFA. No, no, it's we work very close with the federation, with the government, and to say we must find something. Football is for women, it's for men, it's for boys and girls. It's universal. There's no color, there's no religion, there's no sex. There's football. And football is important for all the country, you know. And the game, it was fantastic game. You know, the crowd was amazing crowd, and the player all the time when we were scoring and they had a lot of goals, they were celebrating to the
Yeah,
women
yeah, the
area.
first, I know. I saw
And
videos and it's amazing. And you know about that Wilmots. I don't know you know Wilmots or not. The Belgian
yes,
coach was there. He's
yeah,
not
yeah.
anymore over there. You know,
I
he's
was
not
in.
anymore.
I know, I know, I know. I was in the locker room before the game because I know I play with Wilmot. You know, he's a
Oh,
good
you
friend
did.
of mine. Yeah, and I say hello before the game, and he was very happy to see me. I know that he's not the coach anymore, but
Listen, I think we should invite you for every Iran's game because you bring luck. Like 14 goals, it's pretty amazing, huh?
yeah, yeah, it was great. And for the first time, I mean, and what since this time, I'm very close to what's going on in Iran, and I know that sometimes it's not easy with the sanction, international sanction. You know, with the politics sanction, it's not easy for the Iranian Federation. But I'm really close, and I'm having all the time an eyes and following what's going on in Iran with the women, and not just with the women, with all the football community.
No, great. And speaking of that, you know, the country is 80 million people
Mm.
passionate about football. We constantly produce an amazing football player. So if you are in charge of football federation, what are the three things you do to make sure that Iran can play on the top level on the global stage?
I think rule number one is grassroots programs. You know, the grassroots programs is something that people love to use the word grassroots program. It makes good, it looks nice, but in football they don't have time. They want right now. They want the 17, the 20 years old players to play right now. But the 17, the 20, or the 25 years old, you need to have a program before to become famous or to become good. And this program, it takes at least between 5 and 6 years. You know, more you starting younger, better you have chance to produce good quality player. But when you're talking to the federation or to the club, it's the same with the club. Say, no, me, I want right now the good player to score the
Championship.
goal or to okay. Grassroots program number one. After, of course, for me, it's important. Um, uh, when I say grassroots, is always mixed. Huh? I don't say the woman
Sure, sure,
and
of
the
course.
men. Is always,
Yeah,
always,
yeah.
always for me. It's a grassroots programs. Second thing, it's um, to create at the youth level um, championnat leagues. It could be leagues from school because you can use the school and create it
The
as a
competition.
league, and you play between school like in US. You know, I mean, why is only maybe in England they're doing the same, but why only in the US that you're using the sport at school at this high level? We should use it everywhere in the world. You know, school and you know when you play for your school, you're very proud to play for the school. you become someone that you are inside the school, even if you're not the best worker at school or student playing for the school, it means something. And I think we should organize competition. FIFA, we're very good to organize competition. And first being, you need strategic plan. I mean, you cannot just go and say, yeah, it's you need a real plan, okay? And after high level, it will come easily. But the most difficult is to starting with the foundation. And the foundation is very difficult to build.
I understand. Well, I appreciate it. Do you know any of the Iranian players that you think has a bright future now?
I was checking. I was, the game I was watching. It was again Cambodia, and it was 14-0. But I know that the goalkeeper, is always mentioned in one of the best.
Pejman Band.
Yeah, exactly. But I was really impressed. Of course, the opponent was not a high level opponent, but I was really impressed how the Iranian team was playing. But if you're looking, you're always not invited but qualified for the World Cup. I mean, Iran is a really strong nation in football, and we should continue at this level. And it's for that the grassroots program will be very important for the country.
Very well said, especially with so many talents that we have in Iran. I think putting that infrastructure is important. Last question. You said you have so many friends in New York, in Paris. Have you had Persian food?
Every year I did the Christmas, Persian Christmas.
Persian New Year.
Yeah, Persian New Year.
What is
Persian New Year at the Met Museum is the best party.
Is that right?
Yeah, the best party. With my friend Nader. Nader, who was invited me all the time to the Persian.
What do you have any favorite Persian food?
But Pejman, you cannot imagine.
How many?
Met Museum, okay?
Wow.
Imagine candle everywhere, food everywhere. And you know that I'm Armenian, we love food too. It was a fantastic day for me, and I tried every food.
That's awesome. Listen, I want to talk about you. So you became world champion in 1998 France. So how has the game changed since then? And the game on the field itself, in your opinion?
The game on the field, you are talking about level on the field, or what is?
Yeah, just the level of the game. Is it faster? Is it the same? Or
no, I don't think. I think it's this. I think it's the same. Maybe in '98, we were less focused on the ball possession. Today, all the big team they want to have the possession of the ball and to do a lot of pass before to create a chance to score. We were more, let's say, direct football.
Sure.
Maybe what the big difference, and at my time, they were more technical player. When I say technical player, maybe today they're really very well trained. They are athletes. Really, we were athletes, but today it's more on they play more on the power than on the dribble. Maybe where everybody's crazy about Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar. Why? Because there's not so much player after them who know how to dribble a player, a defender or anything. At my time, you are in each team at least 3-4 great level of technical player who are making the difference.
Interesting.
It's what you miss today. For example, let's talk about Liverpool. Is one of my favorite team, Liverpool. Salah, Mane, Firmino, they're really good, but they're really good. Why? Because they're fast, they're strong, they defend, they attack. After dribbling, they're good too, but they are good player, good dribbling player, but they're not the best dribbling player, you know. But today is the strongest attack in the world because all three together they work very well. And this is the modern football for me. Modern football is how the coaches of the team are good to put players together.
Interesting. So France 98 against France 2018, who will win?
The the French 2018, they are our son, you know, they grow up with us.
But they're two world champion, both of them. So
yeah. I think it's different because we were older when we won, and we had much more experience than this new generation.
Sure.
But very interesting because they represent exactly where the football are today. The French, you know, with some good players, technical player, but most important, athletic player.
Your nickname is a Snake. Why?
Yes.
And then why? And who picked that? Tell us why they picked that name.
Monaco. In Monaco, Arsène Wenger was my coach, and I was the highest transferred from second division to first division on the price. And when I arrived in Monaco, I had a lot of expectation on me, for myself, but the club, the fans, the players, you know. And every day I was thinking, said, how can I be better player, better everything, you know. And I was doing extra after the session. I was staying and hit the post. I was asking the second goalkeeper to stay and hit 45 minutes hit, you know, and shoot and score. And the ball had all the time a trajectory of a snake trajectory. And the goalkeepers are starting to call me the snake. And in Monaco at this time, we had a lot of players who were in national team. And when I was traveling to France to play with France, all my goalkeeper was with me and called me the snake. And he became national. And after, everybody was calling me the snake.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, I know. I read about it and I saw it. It's just pretty unbelievable. What is the best goal you ever scored?
Inter.
Which goal?
Against Roma.
Is it the bicycle kick?
Yeah, the bicycle kick. Yeah, amazing. The bicycle kick. This goal, it was elected the goal of the century from the Inter fans, and they put on the target, you know, abonnement. How do you say abonnement? Abonnement. You know, when you a season ticket.
Oh.
They put the picture on the season ticket. Yeah. The year after. Yeah, and it was fantastic. I still have the season ticket.
You do?
I still have it.
That's pretty interesting. You know, I can't resist it. And I know it's very hard to ask this question, but I'd love to hear Yuri's best 11 ever. So if you were picked the best 11 players, maybe do a 4-4-2 system, who do you pick? Goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, and striker.
Goalkeeper. I will pick some player who play with me. Okay, it will more easy. Goalkeeper Barthez. In the defense, Blanc.
Don't pick French national team.
No, I don't pick. I pick Blanc and Desailly. I put Zanetti on the left side. On the right side, I put Zanetti on the right side, and on the left side, Petit. Why? Petit, Emmanuel Petit is starting when he was in Monaco with me. He was 17 and he was defensive player.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. And after I will put Paulins. Paulins, he was playing with me in Inter. He was unbelievable English guy. Paulins in midfield. Patrick Vieira. Zizou. And me. myself. I put me on the team. Sorry.
I love it.
and
That's the way it
and
should be. Huh? I love the confidence.
and in front, Ronaldo and Thierry Henry.
Oh wow, it's amazing.
Really.
I was reading about you, Yuri, and I think it's amazing that you play football and now you're running a big organization. But I just saw that you had a single singing called "Living in Your Light." So you
Yes.
sang the song. So tell me about it.
Yeah, it's when someone propose you something that you always be um, attract. It's a, I have a lot of friends, singers, artists, and I always say that the connection between footballer player and artist is the artist dreaming to be footballer players, and or we're dreaming to be artists, singer, and we are really connection, and I had the chance to meet a lot and to share this amazing experience that we can have on the stage and we can have on the field. And one day, someone proposed me to do a single, and of course, I say yes. I jump on the occasion. I say, of course. I did a clip. I did a video. I did. It was so fun, and I had a good time. Yeah, really.
That's amazing. Listen, I can sit down here and just hours and hours speak with you. You have so much to say. You know so much. You have a global view of this game, and I think anywhere in the world you go, your name is associated with the football. So it was an honor to have this conversation with you. I hope that a lot of people will support what you do at the FIFA Foundation. I think it's just really, really important what you do. And if I can be of any help, please let me know. So I don't know if you have any words to share, but I just want to thank you so much for spending your time and from your kitchen in Lyon to my home here in California. And I hope that we can see you again somewhere.
Well, I hope to, Pejman. It's I think it's important in life to it's to build a relation, but not just to make business, because this is easy. I mean, this is easy to meet people and to do business, but just to make sure that how we can build something together, and how we can using what what I know, what people know, to help some people who's suffering, because they don't have the chance to grow up in a good environment. They don't have the chance to have anything, and it's I mean, it's our duty. It's not just me. I mean, maybe I'm carrying the flag today. I'm a leader. But what I say to my friends or to my family, leaders don't mean that you the most popular guy on the earth and you score a goal. Leaders can be anybody. It can be you. It can be your daughter, and you have one daughter. I remember.
And a son, yes.
And so this is, you act as a leader, and this is important. And leader, it means what is your responsibility, my responsibility. Voilà. And every day I'm trying to take my responsibility. When I wake up in the morning, I take my coffee, I was thinking what is my responsibility today. And step by step, and what is important is to build and create this community, and why just build it and create it to help people. And I think today I'm in charge of a tremendous and fantastic organization, but the FIFA Foundation, and we really care about how we can help people through football. This is what I wanted to share with you.
No, I appreciate it. It means a lot. I think you're so inspirational. So Yuri, thank you again so much. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you and over Persian food and
in Iran. Let's go to Iran.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Merci. Au revoir.